Hello.
Uh, yes, the Zoom is ready. No one is on it, but that is okay.
I mean,
As long as they have the option.
on the record.
Yes, it's being recorded. All right, so we can go ahead and get started.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. Thanks so much for coming out. This is our first CSO interest meeting. If you have any friends that couldn't make it today, our next one will be next Friday at 2 p.m. And we're also recording this meeting and posting it on the website later today. So what is CSO? I'm sure you've all kind of heard the rundown already, but we're a student-run full symphony orchestra. So we really serve as a way for non-music majors to get or to stay involved in music after high school. So we're pretty casual, but we do play a lot of great music. We have a lot of great social events and a lot of opportunities for you all to get involved in whatever way suits you.
Hey, are you here for the interest meeting? Come on in. We just got started.
We have two full ensembles, main and philharmonic. Main is where most people join, and we'll just do moderate difficulty pieces. We do about 4 to 5 each semester, and all of the pieces that we do are voted on by our members the previous semester. So this semester we'll be voting on the pieces for next semester, so you guys can get a say in whatever you want to play. And Phil is our smaller auditioned ensemble. They play more difficult pieces. So if you're really talented, we'd love to have you in Phil, and you can really show us everything you got. And they play about 2 more pieces every semester. So in addition to music, we have a lot of other opportunities for you to take part in, like our social events. And we are one of the few clubs on grounds that allows first years to get involved in leadership, like pretty soon out of the gate. So we have our outreach committees and a social committee. And both these really help us to facilitate social events and reach, new members and also people that would be interested in coming to our concerts. So what are we playing this semester? These are our rep selections for the semester. The top 4 for main ensembles, so everyone will be playing it. And Philharmonic is playing the bottom 2. They're all really great pieces. You can look them up and see exactly what they sound like if you don't know already. I'm super excited about the New World Symphony 4th movement. It's my favorite piece, actually. And in addition to our full symphony orchestras, we have chamber groups. And these are going to be smaller ensembles, maybe 3 to 8 members, but those can range in size. And you can join an existing group, or you can start one on your own. So you can really play whatever you want in these kind of groups. Some examples are the string quartet or wind quartet, but we also have a jazz group and really everything. I think once we had like a rock group that played rock songs on like stringed instruments, super cool. And the key point about this is that there's no like set rehearsal schedule, so you can kind of coordinate with your group and do what works for you. So I mentioned that we have a lot of leadership opportunities. One of the leadership opportunities that we have for everyone, including first years, is the section leader position. So what you need to do to be a section leader is audition for Philharmonic. So you'll play an excerpt from one of the pieces, a couple scales, and do a short sight reading piece. And you can, so you must audition for Phil to be a section leader, but you don't have to want to be a section leader to audition for Phil, of course. So anyone who's interested in playing the more advanced music can do this audition process and become a member of Phil.
I would also just like to point out, sorry, anyone can be a section leader, even first years. You don't have to have leadership experience going into the role, just as long as you can play your instrument well and feel comfortable doing it, we would be happy to have you.
And we have a ton of social events throughout the semester. We have a couple planned out already, but we are super open to the ideas that you all might have. So some things that we do basically every semester are we host parties, we have a murder mystery party. Sometimes we'll go like on hikes, we'll do the humpback hike together. That's really great at sunset or sunrise. We also have a lot of game nights, movie nights, and kind of unofficially, we like to coordinate like group events. So like sometimes we'll go downtown together. We went to restaurant week one time, that was really great. So really, this is just a great way to kind of make friends, make connections in music, and just, have a good time. Additionally, this is one of my favorite parts of CSO, the major minor program. So all of our new members are going to be matched with a returning member. They're probably, a third or fourth year, and they might be in your section, but they'll probably be in a major similar to you. So they can provide, a lot of academic information and guidance, and really serve as like an unofficial mentor to you throughout both the CSO process and also through starting out at UVA. So becoming a member is super easy. We'll be sending out our membership form in the next couple of days, where you'll just put in some information telling us about you and what you want to get out of your experience in the orchestra. You just gotta fill out this form by the deadline. This year it's going to be September 5th at 11:59 p.m. And then you'll be asked to pay dues.
Hello.
We accept them by cash, check, or PayPal. Dues are about $30 per semester, or you can pay it on an annual basis, and that's only $50. You're all welcome to come to our next rehearsal. We're not actually planning on this rehearsal, we're just thinking of listening to the crowd, kind of getting to know everyone in the section. We got a lot of new members last year who didn't really get to be involved with the orchestra as a whole, so a lot of fun like increase, and we'll just be happy to do it. So this part was completely by coming to the rehearsal, you're not committing to join it all. Getting to know us and whatever. Like I said, no need to bring all of this for an outplay. So yeah. One is actually not on here. Friends. The rehearsal of this Sunday, our green room. The membership form is sent out. Super important because it allows us to kind of sometimes we don't have enough spots for everyone, but we will find a spot where you plan and just for the orchestra. And lastly, membership form. So yeah. So
It's okay if you show up a little late. For this first rehearsal, they're normally 2 hours long, and then Phil, come on in, and then Phil rehearses for an extra hour, either afterwards, sometimes before, depending on when we're able to book the room. But for this first rehearsal, I don't anticipate it's going to take the full 2 hours. So if you're planning on showing up at like 2:45, maybe just don't show up because we might just be finished by then. But yeah, if you're worried about like missing any information, we can definitely send you an email or something. Also, I just realized we forgot to introduce all of ourselves. So we can just go ahead and do that now. My name's Emmy. I'm the president of CSO. I'm a 4th year. I play the trumpet. I'm really happy that we have so much interest in CSO this year, and I'm really happy that it's in person too. We did an online orchestra last semester, and it was a little bit of a hot mess, but hopefully this semester is going to be better, and I'm super excited to have all y'all here.
I play double bass.
Name's Kevin. I'm one of 2 performance directors, so I'm basically involved with anything music related, which means if you want to do auditions, you probably want to bribe me to get a good spot. I'm a 4th year CS major, and I play the alto sax.
My name's Garrett. I was on the exec board last year, but not anymore. So I'm here to have a good time. 3rd year studying economics, but violin.
Kevin here is also one of our conductors, or was last semester and before that as well. But that's another thing I wanted to mention, is that we have conducting opportunities. Since we are entirely student run, all of our conductors and leadership people are students. So if you're interested in getting conducting experience, you don't have to have experience going into it. We will teach you, but that is definitely a really fun opportunity and something that you probably won't be able to get in many other places. Questions? Yeah, you're fine. We tried to play Danzon. Oh, sorry. We tried to play Danzon and a couple of the other pieces back in the semester when everything got shut down. So a few of our returning members know some of these pieces already, but they are all relatively easy, moderate level, like Jillian said. So they'll be really fun for us all to learn.
It's about like,
Yeah, like 50 to 60. The main orchestra tends to be about 100. What we actually had to do last year, which I don't think we will have to do this year, but because of like fire code hazard limits, we have to put a cap on, you know, a certain number of people so that we can all physically fit in the room. So the membership form, when it is sent out, it will be just first come, first serve. And we'll sort of work that out a little bit depending on like section and instrument to try to keep everything balanced. But it is non-audition. However, if we have like a crazy amount of interest, we will have to cap it somewhere, just so you guys are aware.
Well, I know dancing and nights there. One might be no, wait, no, it's funeral march. I think that's an something. It just basically kind of depends on where we can find the sheet.
It really depends on what you're doing. That could be about an hour or 2. Yeah, for any kind of
That's actually one of my favorite things about CSO is that it really can be as little or as much of a time commitment as you want. You know, a lot of people here are just interested in, you know, they played music in high school, middle school, whatever. They just want to keep playing their instrument every week or so. And that's totally fine. We've got a spot for you. But if you're also super passionate about it and this is like the main thing you want to do in college, we've got a spot for you too. You could be in main and fill. You could be in just fill. You could be in all of the ensembles plus a chamber group and be on exec. You can really do as much or as little as you want.
Questions?
So if that's all, and for those of you who came in a little bit late, or
Yeah.
if not, just be on the lookout for an email in your inbox in the next